What is going on, everybody? It is the Zip Zap Zop, and today I'm bringing you Act 1 of the Halo 4 Zombie campaign. I'm doing a detailed walkthrough, and better late than never, the way I see it, because it is really late. It's been, I don't know, 10 months maybe since I actually released this map. Might have been longer, I'm not positive. But either way, we're here now doing a walkthrough, so it should be good. So, I guess without further ado, let's get into it. This is Act 1, the great game. Uses the Ends of the Earth campaign, B game type. Standard infection mode, not a linear map, and in case you somehow couldn't tell, it's set in a giant stadium. And to be honest, the entire point of this map, alongside with being interesting and fun to play, was to provide a really interesting and impressive aesthetic and wow factor, pretty much, when you were running around on it. That was the whole idea, because there's really no cramped spaces on this whatsoever. Everything is big, wide open, high ceilings, and just oversized in general. So that's why it's designed like this, because I want to make the player feel small, I guess, is what I'm looking for. But at the same time offering a somewhat balanced gameplay experience for the zombies. So we have line of sight blockers all around, and the zombies are pretty quick in this game type. They're faster than default. So it balances out in actual gameplay. I have a raw one on the old video if you want to go watch that, see how it plays out in practice. But anyways, yeah, the humans spawn back there, and pretty much the entire goal of this spawn is to have people run out and get a big view of the stadium, and also immediately be pushed right into the action, since the zombies will spawn down there facing this way, and spawn down there facing this way. So they're both spawning facing inwards. They'll run that way, hopefully. I mean, this obviously is just all kind of theoretical, what I can manipulate in gameplay by placing things in certain directions and places. But typically, you've spawned that way, will run forward. And so then when the humans come out, like this big view, run down, they'll see zombies, and they'll immediately be thrown into the fight, and it should be pretty exciting. Because, I'll be honest, I wanted gameplay to be centered around these stand areas, because I love these things. They look so good, in my opinion, of course, because that was really what the entire map grew around, was these stands. I unfortunately didn't have enough budget to do the full-on railing seats, so we kind of have to rely upon the big kind of sections where the chairs would actually be set in. It's one of those things where it's either that or dynamic lighting, item caps, so given that choice, it wasn't that hard. But yeah, up above here, near the spawn, we have these kind of observation rooms and the screens and whatever else that all links back to the stands in this way, so that way we have lots of access routes around here, so hopefully if people are really gathered up in one area, the zombies can just run around through one of these rooms or go straight, depending on where they're at, and then catch them by surprise. So that was the whole idea, have things be interlinked. And then actually, these corridors down here lead down either side. And if we follow one of these down, we'll see we come down into another kind of hub area where we have a bunch of shops on the side. Yeah, it's always going to be wide open. I probably should just stop saying that. You guys can see for yourself. But this right here links back up into the stands. I have this kind of pseudo-map ending barrier. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious to anyone you shouldn't go that way. I have these barricades here just because I didn't really want to put a big wall blockade because that doesn't look as good. But I have soft kill barriers, so if you run off this way, it should become evident pretty quickly you're not supposed to go that way, and if you run up all the way, then you'll hit a hard kill before you can drop off the edge. So, yeah. But then this just links back into the spawn, or bleacher stand area, whatever you'd like to call it. And then there's a similar thing on the opposite side, and they all connect back into this corridor here, which is kind of, one of those things where I was trying to inspire off of what I've actually seen in stadiums, where the big wide open things with the shops on either side. Of course, in the one I was actually at, it was slightly curved, but that would be really, really difficult to do, so we're going to have to live with this. Another connection right here into the stands. Right above there is the human spawn, so that should work out well. I did some pretty cool stuff in the actual video. I jumped off there, landed right in front of a zombie, and killed him. It was scary. So yeah, this obviously all connects up into another hub level here. It's this is pretty much symmetrical, barring the few kind of pieces of scattered scenery around and rubble and whatever else. And yeah, obviously the plot behind this one is whatever else, some guy showed up, kind of started going insane. We have no idea if it was a biological weapon detonated above the stadium, or it could have been just a rogue event. Don't know yet. But whatever happens, there's a zombie outbreak, just bad stuff happens. It's especially bad in the lower sections down there, at least it was when I wrote about it, at least when I was thinking about it. And then you're kind of the security team, you know, you pull out the weapons, riot control, and kind of just do your best to hold out for as long as you can. And in 90% of the gameplay, everyone ends up dying, because honestly, in Infection, barring things like linear maps, if the humans win around, you kind of know you might have a problem with the gameplay. So, yeah, that's the whole idea. The plot is in everybody dies, and then we move on to Act 2, which we will get to fairly soon. I don't know, within the week, probably. But, oh, hey, that piece didn't spawn. Just noticed that. Well, it must be an old version of the map, because in the actual gameplay, that piece is most definitely there. But, yeah, and obviously we have weapon... Oh, I forgot this. We have weapon drops around, too. There's no extreme things. I don't think there's any rockets on this map. We have the standard shotguns, DMRs. I think there's a few battle rifles around, pistols, whatever else. So that tends to make gameplay more interesting by having people be able to run around and pick up weapons. So yeah, that was the whole concept. This is the Ends of the Earth campaign, Act 1, the great game. Uses the Ends of the Earth campaign B, and up for download right now if anyone wants to actually play this. Not sure how many people are actually playing Halo 4 by this point, but it's still up for download. So anyways, thanks for watching everybody. I'm the Zip Zap Zop, and I will see you guys next time.